Good morning, everybody. This is Josh from Lookin for Games, and welcome to this Sunday edition of the weekly update. If you've been following us on our social media and on our YouTube short brief post this week, you saw that we had some technical difficulties, but technical difficulties breed other opportunities. So here we are now presenting on Sunday, and we are ready to roll with this week's weekly update. Of course, with the holidays coming up, we got a slightly different schedule, except for today. Of course, we have our final session of our narrative campaign for Marvel Crisis Protocol, as well as our next slate of adventures in our Lookin for Adventure. DM Matt is going to be continuing his story arc, Breaking Ground. Now, Thursday, because of the holidays, again, there'll be no session, but we will be back after Christmas with the next run of Thursday Adventures, and you can see all of that information and sign up at warhorn.net. For game night this week, the Lich King and his Scourge want to rule the world of Warcraft. In this 1 to 5 player game from Z-Man Games, you're going to take on the role of one of the legendary heroes of the game, World of Warcraft. This is a cooperative game from Z-Man, and it really uses the pandemic system very well without being too pandemic-y, I guess is the best way to say it. Great use of characters. You've got some of the legendary characters of lore from World of Warcraft, and you'll see that all on Wednesday night. Wednesday night. If you want to try out Wavelength, we will also have that available at table number 2. Of course, our holiday hours, of course, are going to be a little bit different. So on Friday, we're open from 11 to 4. Christmas Day will be closed. New Year's Eve will be open essentially for only our Rollin' Into 2022 event, and then closed on New Year's Day. Here's that same information, just in bigger letters. Painting with a purpose. So this is where technical difficulties breed new opportunities. This is where I would love to have been able to present to you some video and images of all the beautiful work that everyone did for Painting with a Purpose. However, with everything that went on with us trying to get our recording platform in place, it's a long, dumb story, and I'm sure some of it's my fault because technology hates me this week. It gave me an idea. And so what we're going to do for this particular session, and first of all, before I say this, I want to say thank you to everyone that has participated this year. If you look at all of the people that have painted for our Painting with a Purpose session, it's essentially been the same core group of people, either donating or participating. So I want to say just a great big thank you to everyone. As a result, we've raised close to $8,000, which is pretty much double what our goal was. We weren't really sure going into this year what everything would look like, but so we didn't set a huge goal, but we set what we thought was a manageable goal, and you guys absolutely crushed it. So thank you. With that in mind, what I'd like to do for this particular session is everyone that participated, that's everyone that painted, whether you presented it for judging, whether you raised a single dime or not, everyone that participated is going to get a $25 gift certificate from Lookin for Games. The fundraiser prize we will be posting up later in the week when we get a chance to divvy out all of those numbers, because there's a little bit of legwork that has to be done for that. However, so everyone that participated is going to get a $25 gift certificate from Lookin for Games. So again, thank you very much. I hope this helps brighten your holiday just a little bit. Let's jump into new stock. Thanks to Amy and the fine folks at Steve Jackson Games, we got a few goodies from PAX Unplugged. Yes, we got to go to PAX Unplugged. It was a lot of fun. Random Fun Generator, is a book with over 20 different dice games in it, as well as 2 different sets of dice. Now, it comes in a box as opposed to just a booklet, so the book doesn't get curled up or crushed, and I thought that was pretty clever. So that's a neat little thing that they put together, as well as Gelatinous. Gelatinous is a fun little dice game for 3 to 6 players where the object is simple. You want to be the first to build a gelatinous cube. Now, while the object is simple, the process to get there has a little bit of strategy and tactics involved in it, and it makes for a great little dice game. So a couple of things in stock from Steve Jackson Games. Another little title that we picked up from PAX Unplugged, Mission to Planet Hex. Now, this is a 2 to 4 player tile placement and exploration game where the object of the game is be the first to complete your mission. You'll have a tile laid out in front of you, and it'll tell you every mission is going to be a little bit different. So there's a lot of different ways to try to get to your end game, which is to complete your mission to Planet Hex. And thanks to the folks at Move Rate 20 Games for getting us a look at that game. Also new in stock, we got a brand new card game that we're carrying in the store. The name of the game is Varia, and it's described as a first-person collectible card game. This is the starter set. Varia is from Guildhouse Group LLC. Guildhouse Game Group LLC, there it is. And they are a local designer, and you know how I feel about presenting local designers and small house publishers and giving them an opportunity to be in stores. So we're very excited to be able to present to everybody Varia and that starter set. From Atomic Mass Games, we've got 3 new model sets from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We've got Mordo and the Ancient One, Dr. Voodoo and Hood, and Doctor Strange and Clea. Now, if you have never checked out the Marvel Crisis Protocol line, you really should give it a look if you're into miniatures or miniature war games, because they do a fantastic job of, even when they introduce new characters, they find a way to create a level playing field and still make ways for it to synergize well with other existing characters and existing factions. And you can see that today, actually, if you swing by and check out my Marvel Crisis Protocol Narrative League. In the queue this week. Now, I am not known for planning too far ahead, but we're trying to change that. And we're going to start the Wednesday after Christmas with a special game night presentation of Canosa. This is from One Day West Games. They're the makers of the Monster Highway and Sheep Boomba games. And this is a 2-player abstract strategy game. As one of the sirens of the sea, your objective is to lure shipwrecked sailors to their doom, because that's what sirens do. This is a special game night presentation. We're going to have multiple copies to be able to try out this great game from One Day West, as well as the creators of the games themselves, Bob and Ryan Craig. Now, they are in the midst of a Kickstarter campaign for this particular title, so I strongly encourage you to check it out, and we will link that Kickstarter in the comments below so that you can get a look at that while they're in the midst of their campaign. And then come check it out and meet Bob and Ryan on Wednesday, December 29th. Of course, the 31st is rapidly rolling upon us. I've been in denial about the holidays for pretty much nearly a month, and I'm probably in even more denial about New Year's Eve because it's going to be on us before we know it. So please mark your calendars. I know a lot of people are on the fence about coming in, but please don't wait on this. We're getting to a point where we're going to have to decide whether we're going to run this thing or not. So I'd really like, if you're interested at all, to please come and reserve your spot. There's plenty of room. So if you're worried about social distancing, there's going to be plenty of social distancing. Please come and check it out. And that's going to run from 7 to 1 on the 31st. We're going to have 6 hours of gaming available. We're going to have refreshments, a dessert station, and some very fun New Year's swag. So please feel free to message us or ring by the store or swing by the store, and we will get you squared away for rolling into 2022. Now, I announced this for the first time last week. Jonathan from Two Raven Studios is going to be running demos on how to play the skirmish game Infinity. This is a very cool little title from Corvus Belli, and we're going to have starter sets available for the various factions so you can get started with this very cool game. I'm not a big miniatures guy, but I do like things that have, unique mechanics or neat little hooks to them, and this one definitely has one, and it's an enjoyable thing. It's not only play, but also to watch, because some of the terrain sets that they've been presenting are absolutely beautiful. So if nothing else, come by and check out this game, even if you're not interested in playing, just to see the gameplay as well as the terrain set. So that's on January 9th, and then rolling into January, we'll also be starting a escalation league or slow grow league, however you want to say it, for this particular game as well. Now, once again, the arriving soon should be listed as arriving today because Friday we got in Star Wars Legion, we got in some more Marvel Crisis Protocol, we got in Camel Up 2.0, and we will have coming soon Dungeon Bowl from Games Workshop. So, like it or not, that's our update for this week. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. Feel free to tell others about us because, as I always say, you shouldn't be the only one to suffer. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your patience, and have a great day.